funny man, one of my very good friends. Everyone give it up for Jason Earl Folks.
What's up, guys? Give it up for Clarence and Lily real quick, you guys. Let me hear it. Oh, I got it. Oh, man. It's weird because my story also has to do with the cops. My story is also a cop story. Mine's a little bit more running than anything else. Yeah, I never got like when the cops like ask you things why they don't automatically assume that you're going to lie. Like, why? My favorite thing a cop says is, "Tell me the truth, and this will be easier." Yeah, for you, motherfucker, not for me. Like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I'll sit here and bite my lip. Fuck off. Eat a dick, dude. All right, so my story happens, it's back in 2001, right after 9/11 went down on Halloween. And we were like 17 years old, like about then, you know? It was like me, two of my buddies that were like 17, and then one of my buddies was like 18. And we're in the Honda Civic, driving around, looking for some shit to get into, you know? We all get 40s because that was the thing to do. Steel Reserve, I like St. Ides, but I'm a 211 man myself. I like the 211, that's my shit. So we got these 40s and we're like, we're not little kids anymore. We don't want to trick or treat or go do something stupid like that. There's nothing going on around here. What should we do? Let's do something fucking cool. So we think for a minute and then one of us is like, hey man, let's go to Hell House. And Hell House is this place out in the sticks that's like the urban legend place of Maryland, like where I was growing up. Hell House was like this place in the sticks that was like, it used to be a convent, but all the nuns were prostitutes. And then all the nuns had babies, and then they threw their babies in the pond behind the convent. And then it became a prison. And then there was a prison guard with big monster dogs that ate baby bones. And just like, fuck it, Hell House, let's go to Hell House. I'm all 40'd up, let's fucking do it. So we start driving, and we're like kind of from a hood area. Like, we weren't, like, we lived in a white neighborhood, but minute down 198, and it was a different ball game. So like, we were the white boys, but like, we knew what the fuck was going on, because just by proximity, pretty much. So we're driving, we drive out into the sticks, and we're out in the fucking middle of nowhere in Maryland, and it's like all rich folks with like cows and stuff like that. So we're driving around, and we think we know where this place is. Like, somebody thinks they know where it is. So it's one of those things where we're just driving through these weird, like, long, wooded, barren fucking streets in the woods and shit. We have to keep stopping to piss, and everybody's all freaked out because we're going to Hell House. You know, like, I heard something in the woods. No, you didn't. You're drunk on a 40. You didn't. So, like, we get in the car, and we're driving, and then all of a sudden on one of these barren roads, a fucking train of cars drives by, and it's just all girls in pick your poison slutty Halloween costumes. There was cat girl, there was maid girl, there was sexy fucking just girls in fishnets, pretty much, hanging out the windows like, woo, Halloween! Look at my boobs! And we're like, yes, we want to do that. So immediately we bust a U-turn. We're like, fuck Hell House, fuck it, let's follow this train of whores. So we start following all these cars, and there's a ton of cars. There's like 10 cars. So like, we follow these cars, and we're like, we don't know where the fuck we're going. We're in the middle of nowhere, and we finally get to like a stop sign or something. We hang out the window, and we yell at the car in front of us, and it's 4 dudes that look strangely exactly like us, and I think the same thing happened to them. They were just driving by, and was like, follow the whores! And went like that way. So like, they like all stick their heads out the window. We're like, where are we going? They're like, we're going to a party. We're like, can we come? We're like, not our party. Yeah. So we're like, fuck yeah. So we follow them for a minute, and we're driving in the middle of nowhere. And back then, this is how old I am. Back then, we didn't have one of your fancy GPS machines. We couldn't plug in an address to find a party. We had to fucking call somebody that knew how to tell you how to get to the fucking party. And they were usually drunk on 40s, so it was an ordeal. So they pull into this park, right? They pull into this park, and like I said, there's like 10 cars, 12 cars, and we're the last ones in line. We pull into this park, and we get out, and we're like, why are we at this park? And they explain they have to wait for the phone call with the address and the directions and shit. So we're out of the car for maybe 30 seconds, just introducing ourselves to like girls and dudes and shit. And then all of a sudden, they set off a bomb, like a noise bomb, but it was like a dry ice bomb or something. I don't know, white people are fucking crazy. They made something that exploded. And as soon as they made the bomb thing go off, me and the hood dudes just went, fuck. And we looked at the entrance of the park, and there's a blue Thunderbird with its lights off pulling into the parking lot. And we're just like, fucking cops, let's go. And we all just run into the woods. Like everybody, we just scream like, PG, cops! Like PG's the county I'm from. Like, yeah, PG County. So like, everybody just starts running in the woods. One dude of theirs like runs with us, and then these two girls. We run into the woods, and we were like, yeah, that's fucking great, dude. We got away from the cops. Like, that's fucking awesome. That's a good night when you get away from the cops. And we're standing there, and this girl is on her phone. She's like, I have to go back. We have to go back. She says, my friend who I'm talking to on the phone says, the cops say we have to come back. We're like, bitch, are you crazy? The fuck is wrong with you? Don't listen to the cop, you dumb cunt. Stay in the woods where it's safe. Cops don't like the woods. They hate the woods. Their shoes are shiny and they get dirty in the woods. And it's dark and they can't see things. It's harder to shoot you in the woods. So we're hiding in the woods, and this girl finally is like, I'm going back. We're like, good, it's fucking your funeral, Bambi. See you later. Like, fucking go. Fucking have a good night in jail, dumbass. So you set off a bomb, you dumb cunt. Do you know what's gonna happen? So like, she and her friend go back in the woods, and we pretty much strong-armed the one other dude that was with us, like put him up against a tree. We're like, listen here, motherfucker. We don't know where the hell we are, but we are getting out of this, and we are not spending the night in jail. Do you fucking understand me? And he's like, it's actually cool, bro. I grew up around here. I know these woods. We're like, bitchin', follow Navajo. This is gonna be straight. So we're standing there for a minute, and then we're like, well, maybe we should just go back. Maybe the cops already left. Because we ran with our 40s, obviously. You know, we ran with our fucking 40s. So we're staying in the woods just drinking our 40s and shit. Somebody's like, we should go back and check. You know, we should go back and check. Do I got another minute? Is that cool? Okay, cool. So all of a sudden, everybody's like, somebody should go back and check. And all of them look at the redheaded kid. I don't know why. That's the most conspicuous of the party. But fuck it, send the redheaded kid. I don't know why. I chain smoke Marlboro Lights. I can't really run, but let's do this. So when we ran from the cops, I crept back to the park. When we ran into the woods, we ran down this steep-ass hill. So I'm crawling up the hill like G.I. Joe style on my belly in the grass. And so we'll say the top of this mic stand is like the edge of the hill, right? Like the horizon of the hill. So like I get up, and like it's like right here's the edge of the hill, and then I just like put my eyes right over the horizon like this, right? And just 6 fucking spotlights all just go boom right on my fucking face, right? I'm center stage, motherfucker. This shit is not good. And I'm just sitting there with my eyes wide as dinner plates, and I hear over the loudspeaker, put your hands on your head, turn around backwards, and walk towards the car. And I replied, nope, and just fucking vanished, right? And then my buddies are in the woods drinking their 40s and shit. They're like, oh, here comes Folks. Oh, he's moving pretty fast. Damn, he's moving really fast. And they said, I like to say I did the Homer Simpson, because they were just standing there and they just heard, yeah, everybody run! So we're just running through the woods as fast as we can. And I swear to God, next fucking second, it's like this couldn't be any worse. We're following Navajo, running through the woods in the dark, no light, running through, getting smashed with tree branches and shit. Don't know a path, don't know anything. Next thing you hear, they sent a fucking helicopter after us. They sent a helicopter after us. A helicopter. A fucking helicopter. They sent it after me. I was pursued by a helicopter. So immediately we just turn into Marines. We're just fucking perfect for this. We're like, it's making another pass. Get down. And we're hugging trees. I don't know why. But we think if we hug the tree, maybe the branches will block us from like the thermal reading or something. And we're like diving in leaf piles and shit when the helicopter's passing. The wind is blowing our hair around and shit. It's real shit, right? And we're just running like, I hate Hell House. I hate Hell House so much. As we're just running through the woods. And then all of a sudden, boom, we just bust out. No more woods. We're in the middle of a cul-de-sac. And we can hear the fucking, the chopper coming, right? And it's like, fuck. So 5 dudes, 5 like, we were like, you know, seniors and juniors in high school, so we're pretty much full-grown dudes. All of us cram under a fucking Suburban that's parked in this cul-de-sac. And the helicopter goes to the top of the fucking, over the cul-de-sac, and you see, it didn't have the spotlight on before, that's why I thought they were chasing us with thermals. But all of a sudden, the spotlight just starts going around the cul-de-sac. And we're laying, I'm under this fucking Suburban. The spotlight is like inches from my arm. I always think of like a suspense movie, where like the killer's walking past like the bed that somebody's hiding under. You know, like, I'm like, he's gonna see us, he's right there, he's gonna see us. And the fucking helicopter finally just flew away, just fucking flew away, couldn't find us. And we fucking crawl out of this shit, and we're like, we beat a fucking helicopter! We're going apeshit, little kids clanging 40s. We still had our 40s, don't get me wrong. I did not pitch that motherfucker. That was my victory dance. That was my Cuban. And like, so the dude that was with us, Navajo dude, was just like, I'll call my boys to come scoop us up, and we'll take you back to the park and get your car and blah, blah. So we fucking get in this van, and we start driving back or whatever, and we're all like, yeah, we got away from a helicopter. And my buddy who was driving, his phone rings. He's like, shut up, guys, it's my dad. And we're like, okay, shh, shh. And he answers his phone, he's like, hello? No. What? That's weird. All right, we'll come home. And he hangs up and goes, fuck, the cops called my dad! And they told him that they sent a helicopter after us into the woods! So we get back to this park. These fucking white sons of bitches, when the cops showed up, they ditched all their booze on our car. That's why they fucking everybody got to leave. They all got to leave because they were like, it was the fucking PG County kids. And the cops were like, oh, those motherfuckers. It would be them, those dirty, poor bastards. And then, so, literally we just drive home like in silence and shit. We get back, and there's a rule in my neighborhood where we grew up. We got 3 rules about going out and talking to your parents afterwards if some shit goes down. There's 3 rules. Deny, deny, deny. Those are the 3 rules. So we just walk up, and my buddy's dad is just standing there with his arms crossed, and he's like, so, you were illegally drinking in a park, and you set off an explosive, and then ran from the police, resisted arrest, and they sent a helicopter after you. What the fuck do you have to say for yourself? And we were like, wasn't us, dog, wasn't us. That's weird. They told you that, that's weird. And he was like, you're telling me that none of that shit happened tonight. We were just like, nah. He bought it. He was like, go home, Adam, get inside. We were walking away, I was like, what the fuck was tonight? What the fuck was it? Because it made no goddamn sense. Like, we got out of everything. I escaped a police helicopter. I lied to a neighborhood parent's face. Like, just like, the cops lied to you, homie, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I said to an adult as a 17-year-old. But that's the end of my story, you guys. I'm Jason Earl Folks. Thank you very much.